Alright, everybody, this is Mina's Friends, and recently an article came out on bulimia.com.
My favorite website.
Yes. On bulimia.com about realistic video game women. And their quote is, as you can see on this right here, if video game creators are going to pride themselves on accurate digital representations, then it's time for them to get real about women. With realism in mind, we altered some of the most beloved female video game characters with Adobe Photoshop, shaping their bodies into images that represent the average American woman's measurements. Check out the results below. I want to point out that they put with realism in mind. And I think this is ridiculous. Not saying that bulimia.com is a bad cause, but this is an absolutely ridiculous premise.
Are they supporting bulimia? Or like that's a little misleading. I don't know.
They're definitely for it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I go there for chicks, so that's why I go to bulimia.com.
They have low self-esteem. All right, so coming down to their first video game, Christy Montanaro from Tekken 5.
Why'd they also fuck up her face? Do you notice that?
Yeah,
look at her face.
Did they make her uglier?
They did. Oh man, that's not fair. Just because she's hot doesn't mean that it's not realistic.
But she also looks like kind of Mexican, and she looks more like what I imagine Mexican girls look like. In fact, she looks about 50 pounds too light.
Yeah, she's not pregnant, so that's the first sign that it's not accurate.
Yeah, there's definitely.
Dude,
they should have photoshopped in like a rosary,
a sombrero. Just take the stereotype all the way.
Make this. It's not a stereotype. Realism. Realism is what this is about, and that's my problem with these images.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the other thing. You know, it'd be really fucked up, but would be, I don't know. Like I noticed, like look at her boobs, right? The underneath of her boobs.
Yeah, the underneath.
It looks like they almost like, I don't know how they photoshopped it, but it looks like there's almost like a scar there, like she got plastic surgery, like she got breast implants. I don't know if that's just me, but I see like a little line there. It's kind of weird. But I guess the thing is that they made her fat. Like that's the real thing is they made her
not necessarily fat though.
No, not like fat.
Chubbier.
But yeah. Like they fattened her up a little bit. They plumped her up.
This is one that really gets on my tits.
Oh yeah,
and
dude.
Cortana. First off, why would you make Cortana more realistic? She's a computer program.
Yeah, she's not a real person. You can make her
whatever. Like this is obviously one that you could do whatever you want with. Yeah. Right. Like if you made a digital woman, you can make her look whatever the fuck you wanted. Like, why wouldn't she look like
Actually,
that?
I think it's pretty modest. They made a digital woman. So some nerdy motherfucker sat down and made a digital woman, and her tits are normal size. You know what I mean? Like, they could have made her have ginormous tits. And the other side, the realistic one, look at that shit. She has floppy-ass tits, and her waist. I get that they want to make her waist, like, bigger, but it doesn't make sense. She's a computer program. And look at this image.
She's not realistic because we don't have artificial intelligence.
Dude, look. Okay, you're telling me that. Look at this woman right here, and you're like, oh, man, you know, the one on the right, that's a real woman right there. She has fucking circuits and shit. It doesn't look like a real woman at all. Get the fuck out of here. That one's just dumb.
Yeah, this was a dumb example.
Yeah.
Bikini Girl from Grand Theft Auto 5.
This one's at least a reasonable example.
This one is pretty reasonable.
Yeah, and I feel like at least this one isn't, like, something stupid like the other ones, because this is just a chick. This isn't
But this was obviously a girl that was supposed to be sexualized. What I don't like is that they made her waist bigger and her tits smaller.
Yeah. You know what? That's not
fair. Why
fair.
wouldn't her tits increase? I saw a gigantic black woman at Walmart today, but her tits were out of this fucking, like, literally out of this world. They were huge. Yeah. I had a double take because I was blown away that, like, somebody would wear the tank top that she was wearing when you had more than a melon's worth on each tit. It was ridiculous.
I agree.
So, yeah, why wouldn't they give her like bigger tits that were floppier?
Here's the thing: they had to take that original image, right? And they're like, all right, how do we make her look more realistic? So they increased her butt size, like her thigh size, her waist size, but then they made the tits smaller, which doesn't make sense because look how big her tits are in the first image. There's no way they would get smaller in that transaction, right? And so it's, for me, they also made her arm bigger. They made her arms bigger too. And her neck big. It's to me, the thing that really gets me is that the whole point, there are women that look like the girl on the left. They're showing her in the game because she's supposed to be a hot chick in a game, not because she's supposed to be like the average woman in a game. It doesn't make sense. Why would they show an image of an average chick? They're not trying to. They're trying to entice you. That's the whole point of that image.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Next one, we have Polina Douglas on Dead or Alive 5.
Yeah. Also, dude, I just noticed her hips are like not realistic.
Oh, they made her. I think they were just trying to recreate Adele.
Yeah. She does kind of have an Adele-like shape.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Again, it's I don't know. It's not unreasonable. But the thing is, like, she's supposed to be a fighter, so, like, why wouldn't she be very fit? Like, she spends all day beating people up. Why wouldn't she be more fit?
Here's the thing, also. If they want to take away from the fact, like, I don't know, they're saying that women are sexualized in video games. I think she's sexualized because she's wearing a fucking low-cut one-piece bikini in a fight, not because she's skinny. That doesn't mean anything for sexualizing her. It makes sense that she's skinny. It doesn't make sense why she's wearing that to a fight.
Well, that, and she's a fighter. Like, if they wanted to make her more realistic, at least in the context of her video game, why wouldn't they give her, like, bigger muscles or something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
There's lots of women who are, like, cut as shit. Like, why not have that?
Well, before you go on, Kyle, one thing also, when they made her fatter, they should have added a camel toe. That's only realistic.
They definitely should have added a camel toe.
Right?
They should have added a bush. Like, a lot of girls don't shave, so they had, like, a little bit popping out of the lower V.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That is kind of bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Also, I hate the one on the right, but I like the girl on the left. Is that weird how you, like, hate somebody more because they're fat?
No.
Not at all. No. All right, so Jade
from Mortal Kombat. Again, the same argument as the last one. If you wanted her to be more realistic, what is more realistic in the sense that, like, they gave her, like, powerful legs. Yeah. She's got legs that look like they've kicked somebody's face off.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, I can kind of see Jade having those legs. Dude, but she would definitely be skinnier on top, I think.
I actually like the girl on the right better because those legs look like, dude, they would, like, suffocate you. Those are like GoldenEye fucking legs. You know the chick from GoldenEye that would kill you with her legs? You wrap them around you? That's what those legs look like. I fucking like them. Yeah. But they also gave her fucking Depends on the right side. You see that?
They short up her underwear. They made them huge. Why didn't they keep the sexy underwear?
I don't know, man.
The best part about her is her great fucking legs, on her Chun-Li legs on the right, and... Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of fucked that one up a little bit.
Really, what's unrealistic is the size of those fucking legs.
Yeah.
There's no way those legs are realistic.
Yeah, those are huge.
Yeah, they could have... The ones on the left were better.
Yeah, I think so.
In terms of realism.
Yeah.
Alright, going down to Lara Croft,
the timeless
Tomb Raider.
Classic, man. Look at that.
In Lara Croft Tomb Raider, they use an old image of Lara Croft. And she got that tiny waist because they didn't have enough pixels back then.
Yeah,
they were just saving
polygons or whatever.
Yeah, polygons.
Yeah,
they were just saving space with Lara Croft. They spent them all on her tits, and they're like, "All right, we got to take some out somewhere else."
Dude, do you know how many polygons are in Lara Croft's tits? That is like those are the most like well-defined part of her structure because like the original Lara Croft just had fucking like they were triangular, they were just spiked tits, and so they're like, "All right, we got to up our tit game because that's what sells Lara Croft." I mean, for the most part, the games kind of sucked for a long time.
The new ones are
good. Yeah, the new ones are good, but the for a long time the game sucked. So they had to put sex appeal into the game, and she's supposed to be sexualized. I get that her waist is a little thin.
She looks ridiculous in this on the left side. They definitely got a more realistic one.
But they gave her a muffin top too. It's like, come on, she wouldn't have a muffin top.
Yeah, she explores caves and shit all day and runs around and shoots people. Like she wouldn't have a muffin top. She should have a six-pack.
She would be cut. She would be as cut as a chick could be. Just for sure. Like, she would be in the best shape a chick could be. Because the shit that she does, you would have to be in that shape.
It's all cardio.
Yeah, exactly. All right, what's the next one?
Next one.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What do you have to say?
I mean, why even make this one more... Like, why try to chubby her up to make her more like the average woman? They could have shortened up her fucking nose.
Yeah, she looks like a Picasso painting. Like, look at this shit. Here's the thing. That's not a real person either. Yeah, nobody looks like that in real life.
Yeah.
I wouldn't look at that body and be like,
Indian people actually look like that.
Here's the thing. Like, if I saw that girl, I wouldn't be like, that's an unrealistic approach to how women should look. I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with your face? You got a fucking blade on your face. That looks like that creature from the Gamera movies. It has like a saw for a head. I don't know what it's called, but that fucking creature looks like that.
The one on the right, they should have put, like, armpit hair on her. This looks like a character with a full set of armpit hair.
A happy trail.
Yeah.
You know? She would also be selling you shit for, like, a discount price.
It's at a discount price, but really it's not a good deal. Yeah. It's broken.
That one... Okay, I get the one on the left is a little bit too skinny in the middle
it's
part.
Ridiculous.
But it's not a fucking real person. Nobody looks like that in real life. Or wears a diamond the size of a fucking fist on her head.
Yeah, why didn't they realism up the other parts? Take out that... gigantic ass nose, the weird ass eyes.
Yeah, the
eyes are weird. Where she's got the eyelid bigger than her actual eye.
Yeah, and it doesn't smell like it should smell.
There's just stink lines coming off of her. They're just like, no, this is a smelly people.
Oh, she looked like that character from Charlie Brown. What's his fucking name? The guy with the
pig pen.
Pig pen. Yeah. All right, what's the next one? Is that the last one? No.
Riku. No, we got more.
Oh, okay, good.
Riku. This is another one that's... First off, Riku looks normal for a person who spends the entire time running around the world and fighting monsters on the left-hand side. Riku's actually fairly realistic on the left. And the one on the right...
No, I actually...
They really chopped her up.
I'm for the one on the right because, you know what? She looks like every person who shops at Walmart with the fucking G-string coming up. She looks everything like it, man. That is accurate as shit to any Walmart shopper. And she's got the little fucking fanny pack going on, too. Like... But no, but yeah,
this looks like everybody who cosplayed Riku.
Exactly. She looks like a cosplay of Riku. The chick who's like...
This is the most realistic one. They're right. She is. Dude, she's very realistic.
Her boobs are bigger, though.
Yeah, I'm glad they sized up her boobs to match her body.
Dude, they did a shitty job photoshopping that one, though. Look at the boobs. They look obviously photoshopped.
Well, we'll give them a little bit. I mean...
Yeah, I like this one. I like this one, actually. Yeah.
This one's actually... I think it's better on the right. They really got... If you're going to talk about more realistic, in terms of somebody who beats people up, Sonya Blade should be, like, big and buff and just tossing motherfuckers around.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree. The girl on the right's giving me a half chub, to be honest. Like, that's pretty... Like, you know, her tits are solid. That's one of those chicks whose tits are solid. You know what I'm talking about? Where they're just, like... There's like... It's not just titty meat. It's, like, actual just muscle meat in there. Yeah. It's those tits. There's those tits that can move up and down like Terry Crews.
The only thing I wish they did is they had yeah. I wish they had like given her like thicker legs, but like super cut. Because again, this looks like if you're gonna have a character who's bigger and then also beats people up, like they should be fucking just strong fucking arms. Yeah. She should just have like a man's shoulders.
Yeah, yeah,
she should have Kimbo Slice shoulders. They should just Photoshop Kimbo Slice shoulders onto her.
Yep, and dude, the whole thing is ridiculous because they're making characters who don't actually exist in real life look like things that like this is supposed to be a real woman. It's a fucking video game, to be honest. Like why?
Yeah, but it's also characters who are supposed to be super fit and beat people up.
Yeah,
so
the game isn't fucking supermarket simulator. It's a fighting game where you fight each other. But this one I like the girl on the right.
The girl. Her hips are a little too wide. The girl on the right is how they should make Sonya Blade.
Well, her stomach is still... I think it's a little bit too much.
Yeah, I can see that, like, she's a power lifter.
Yeah, I could kind of see that. But she also is very acrobatic and shit, so I think she... I would dial it down
she's got a little bit of the grapples.
Yeah. This one...
Tifa Lockhart.
Yeah, this one... I don't see a huge difference.
They actually made the waist probably more realistic. But I don't like that they made Tifa... this is one where they ruined a childhood fantasy, where the character with the giant tits that you there's square, giant polygon tits... And like the tiny waist, and they made her just kind of frumpy. Like don't ruin a fucking fantasy. Tifa is one of the oldest video game nerd fantasies. Like if I could fuck a video game character.
Oh yeah, dude.
Why would you frumpy her up?
The first time I ever looked up like video game porn was of Tifa.
Yeah,
like, I looked that up. I looked that up and I was like, and I saw there are so many, especially ones where she doesn't have that tank top on, but she has the straps covering up her nipples. That is like the most common deviant art fucking image that exists. Also, other thing is that like for some reason on this one they didn't make her that much different. Like the other ones they made her like way fatter. She's like a little bit chunkier.
Okay, I don't understand why they left the belt hanging off. All right, that belt should be a little bit tighter. How is that? They should have moved the belt over one fucking notch. You could see the goddamn notch.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
they didn't mess with the notch, dude. Also, like her legs are thicker, but she's supposed to be a really skinny chick with big tits. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
I don't get that. Is there
not
any
a fan of this one.
That's the last one? Oh, shit. Well, here's my overall
Not a shot at bulimia.com. Just the pictures themselves.
No, yeah. Because bulimia.com, great place to pick up chicks. If you want to get chicks with a flat stomach, bulimia.com. That's where to go.
Yeah.
But I think as a whole, the whole video game characters trying to make them look real is ridiculous. They're not regular people. You never play as a regular chick in the game.
I would like it if they made video game women... Like, they diversified them more. Like, they weren't always just skinny and had big tits. Like, I want a video game character who's just, like... She's the Zangief of video game characters.
There are those characters,
She tosses them around. There's a few, but...
Like, Metal Gear Solid 2 has that chick with armpit hair. The French chick with armpit hair. She is fucking beefy and manly, and no one brings her up in this argument, you know? No one took her and made her look more realistic, because she looks fucking like Arnold Schwarzenegger in that game.
Yeah, that's why I want to see more of characters like that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you have an action star, the dude's ripped as shit. Why wouldn't the girl who's also tossing people around be ripped as shit?
You bring up a really good point. They also don't do the same shit with guy characters, how unrealistically buff the male characters are in some of these games, and they're supposed to be because they're super human like characters, right? But no one brings them up, and it's like, why don't we make the guy characters look more realistic? Because
well, they look just like me.
Yeah, dude. But like, no joke, it doesn't make sense to me why it's like this is always those one-sided women arguments where they're like trying to push an agenda, but they're doing it in a way that makes no fucking sense because they're only focusing on like making women characters look like more realistic with quotes, and the whole point of it doesn't fit. Video game characters are not realistic depictions of women. No one made that character and was like, that's what every woman looks like. They made that because they wanted it to look sexualized. Dead or Alive is known for its boob physics, and you're telling me that that's supposed to be a realistic depiction of anything? That's a fucking character from Ocarina of Time. That's not even supposed to be a real person. It doesn't. I don't get it.
Well, I think we can all agree that it's bullshit, but so is ours. Our arguments are complete bullshit because this is entirely for comedy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
and also,
it's bullshit. It's video games. Who gives a fuck? Really, who gives a fuck?
True. We gave too much of a fuck, to be honest. But
no, we were looking for easy jokes.
Good point. And for the last easy joke, man, I would fuck everyone on this list if they were a real person.
Both sides.
Yeah, both sides. Of course, dude.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
None of them are gross.
No.
No.
The Indian.
Okay, but that's my default because it's like I wouldn't fuck either.
Even
of
if
those.
she had a normal nose, I wouldn't want to fuck her race.
All right, man. I think that's enough.
Yeah, that's good. All right, thanks everybody.
Yep. See you later.